Hey everyone, F. Gardner here. Yeah, so as of right now, when I'm recording this video, it's like 1 a.m. in Chicago, where I live. I was just outside, I was having a cigarette, and I had some coffee, because that's just part of being, for myself, being a writer, that's just part of being F. Gardner, is I have a lot of coffee, I smoke a lot of cigarettes, and that's just kind of what helps me get ideas. It kind of gets you like cigarettes, it doesn't get you high, but it's like gets you kind of a buzz in the same way coffee does. And I know a lot of people are going to say like, oh well, whatever, that's unhealthy, you shouldn't do that. Well, I'm just being truthful that a lot of writers do that. So I mean, you can have your opinions about whether that's healthy or not, and you're entitled to them. As an American, I'm I.F. Gardner. I am a proud American. I am a patriot. And I don't like it when people say like, you can't do this, you can't do that. When I hear that, when somebody says, yo, F. Gardner, you shouldn't be smoking cigarettes, or you have too much coffee, or you shouldn't smoke cigarettes at the same time you're drinking coffee, or you had, or whatever, you shouldn't chain smoke a whole pack a day. I don't like that. As a proud American, that kind of just, I don't know, rubs me the wrong way. As a proud American, and I don't tolerate that. It makes me want to do it even more, and I do. Yeah, I'm just saying the truth about myself. Like, that's just the facts of life, is that kind of thing. Like, I smoke like a pack a day, and it definitely helps with writing. I'm not like, just so I don't give the wrong impression, I'm not saying you should stop this video right now and start chain smoking necessarily, no. So I'm not necessarily just purely advocating for smoking or drinking coffee, but I'm just acknowledging that a lot of writers do that. That's just the truth. Like, maybe that's like a cultural thing, I don't know. But what I do know is it helps. It's like it revitalizes your mind, your brain, that creativity and that spark of inspiration. It starts coming right back at you, and you start getting more ideas more consistently. So it's part of it. Yeah. So when I was outside having a cigarette and then a cup of coffee, I thought, I thought to myself, hey, F. Gardner, that'd be a good idea. You should make a video about how, a lot of writers just so happen to drink a lot of coffee and smoke a lot of cigarettes, one or the other, or both. Much of the time, both. Definitely both for myself. I smoke cigarettes and drink coffee pretty much like 24/7. And yeah, I'm as healthy as could be, and I'm thankful for that. So a lot of writers do that, a lot of creative types, and yeah, I've written 13 books, and could I have done that without coffee and cigarettes? Man, I don't know, honestly. Like, it's just such a significant factor that it's like, they kind of go hand in hand, in my mind at least, for the craft of writing. For the craft of writing, it's like, I wake up, and I have no real schedule for when I write. It's not like some people have really strict routines or whatever, and that's fine if that's how they work. That's just what works for them. I'm not going to tell them not to. But for myself, it's like, when I wake up, one of the greatest pleasures in life is, having that first cup of coffee and cigarette. And when I do that, it's like, all of a sudden, my brain, I get like this feeling like, whoa, I have a good idea. Maybe, what if my next horror novel, I wrote about this or that, and other more ideas start just kind of flowing to me. And it's no coincidence, I think, that like a lot of writers throughout history would smoke cigarettes and drink coffee. This goes back as long as coffee and cigarettes have existed. So like, forever, and to this very day. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to give the wrong impression. I'm not saying everyone should just start smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee, but I'm a writer, and I just acknowledge that That's just a fact. That's just the truth, that it does help me. And I can only speak for myself, but it's like historically accurate when you look at the grand scheme of things. Like, look at all like past writers throughout history. If you went up to William Shakespeare and said, "Yo, Shakespeare, are you smoking a cigarette or pipe or whatever you smoked?" He'd probably say yes. Or if you ask Ernest Hemingway, I'm pretty sure he definitely smoked cigarettes. Hunter S. Thompson, yeah, he did like everything. So I'm not saying you need to like start doing drugs, no, I'm not saying that, but cigarettes, and yeah, I know people will say like, well, that's a form of nicotine, like that's a drug, but I mean, in the same sense that coffee is coffee, like caffeine. I mean, like caffeine and nicotine are just so similar, so that's why I produce similar results, just because they are similar, and that's why they go hand in hand with a lot of the time someone will have a cup of coffee, then they have a cigarette, or vice versa, and then and how it goes hand in hand with writing a lot of the time. So you can have your personal opinions whether you think they're healthy or not. That's fine, but as a proud American, I value freedom. I value freedom. I value freedom of speech. I value, being a free man, and yeah, it's important to me as an American, as a guy that lives in Chicago, as a guy that lives here. Yeah, I'm thankful for coffee and cigarettes, and yeah, I can't imagine life without him. I know some people who quit and go cold turkey or whatever, and that's their decision, that's their call, but myself, it helps me write. It helps me with my writing so much. Like, I smoke a pack a day, and I'm trying to smoke more, actually. I know a lot of people might think that sounds crazy, but whatever. It's just that, hey, it is what it is. That's yeah, I'm trying to smoke more. And because I know drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes, it helps with the craft. It helps with the craft of writing, as it does for probably actors and musicians, other artistic types, in the arts, other artistic types. Let's say, like myself and others. Yeah, it's just the reality that it'll help you be more creative and help keep you going, so that if you're feeling wiped out, feeling depleted of strength after, let's say you were sitting down and you've drafted several thousand words in your latest manuscript, and you take a break, you have a cup of coffee, or you chain smoke a whole pack of cigarettes, whatever, you're going to feel revitalized. You're going to have all this energy. It's coming back at you. You're going to be able to write thousands more words. So yeah, the amount it helps for myself, and I'm only speaking for myself, but it's immeasurable. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys like this episode, and I'll try to keep going and put out regular material, and keep doing this as a regular thing. So yeah, hopefully this becomes a regular thing and you guys like it. Take care.